Here's my 6x10 cargo trailer that I've had for about a month now. I'm going to replace the tires and wheels. The wheels are in really bad shape. The tires, I think, are the original tires, and they're pretty sad shape too. They're probably 10 to 12 years old. I'll show you some of the cracks and splits once I get those tires off. Here's a quick shot of the condition of the wheels. These are the original wheels that came on this trailer. It's a Wells Cargo. Wells Cargo commonly use these spoke style trailer wheels. And the light color that you see over towards the left side, that's the original powder coat finish. At some point during the life of this trailer, somebody has tried to repaint these wheels. It looks like they painted them with a brush, and then while the paint was still trying to dry, drug it down a gravel road. They're just nasty. And then over here there's a little bit of rust. They're just in really, really bad shape. And this is on the passenger side of the trailer. It's in pretty sad shape too. They're still functional, but I just don't see the point in going to the expense to have the wheels sandblasted and then painted or repowder coated. A new wheel was only about $26. These have had wheel weights installed for balancing, which is always a good idea on trailer wheels. I store the trailer up next to my shop in a big RV carport, and I hooked it up to my Subaru Crosstrek and moved it down in my house in front of my garage where I'll do the work and replace the tires and wheels. But just picked these up. I've had the wheels for a few weeks. I got those online, but the tires, they are Goodyear Endurance. I'm going to stick with the same size, which is 205/75 R15, and as you can see, Discount Tire balanced these for me too, and I also had them put in some all metal valve stems. The idea there with the all metal valve stem is they won't flex. What I'm going to do is put external tire pressure monitor system sensors on there. Got my floor jack. I'll just wheel this under here and get right underneath the axle. Once I've got the trailer up off the ground, then I'll go ahead and remove the tire. I have a 13/16 impact socket, 1/2-inch impact driver, and this driver is kind of noisy, so I typically wear ear protection. I also have some new center caps. These are stainless steel center caps with a removable center cover here so that you can access the Easy Lube hubs, and a collection of chrome lug nuts from a trailer that I replaced tires and wheels on quite a few years ago. My technique there is to run all the lug nuts in until they're just barely, not even really snug, but just to center the wheel on all of the studs. And after I've lowered the trailer down just a little bit, I'll go ahead and torque the lug nuts. Basically, I've not taken all of the weight off of the jack. I lowered the trailer just enough so that the wheel barely contacts the ground. And then we'll go ahead and do the other side. Before I mount this tire and wheel on the trailer, I'll show you some of the features of the Goodyear Endurance. It's a newly designed ST trailer tire, and it is a made in the USA trailer tire, as you can see right here. It has what's called a scuff guard. It's just a little ridge right in the center of the sidewall that protrudes out from the sidewall just a little bit. And it's exactly what it is a scuff guard. So if you scuff up against the curb or whatnot, this will take the impact. Unlike your typical run-of-the-mill trailer tire in this size, which is an ST205 7515, most trailer tires in that size are a load range C. This is a load range D. 65 psi is its psi rating, and it's rated at 2,150 pounds of weight. The tread is 2 polyester plus 2 steel plus 2 nylon, and then the sidewall is 2 polyester plies. I've talked to various tire shops on this tire, and reports that they have gotten from their customers say that their trailers ride a lot more stable. And here's an overview of the tread pattern. The wheels that I purchased there are 15 by 6. I think a 6-inch wide wheel is a perfect size wheel for this tire. And the wheel is also made in the US. It's rated at 2,200 pounds. This kind of gives you a quick visual on width of the wheel in comparison to the width of the tire. And we'll do a close-up of this installation, and I will show you a little close-up of my technique for initially running down the lug nuts. On the previous wheel I mentioned, I only snugged the lug nuts down slightly in order to center the wheel on the studs. You can see there's a little bit of back and forth play of the wheel on the studs. So basically I want to run all the lug nuts down just part way and then come back onto each one and make sure that the wheel is in the correct rotational orientation as far as the studs and the holes on the wheel. And then I'll drop this down just a little bit and then grab my torque wrench. They do look a lot better than the old ones. Kind of spiffs it up a little bit with my assortment of used chrome lug nuts that I had. I've just been taking up space in my toolbox for who knows how many years. Well, let's take a quick peek at the old tires and wheels. They still have a lot of tread, but you can see this one's wearing on the outside just a little bit. And looking at the side profile, compared to the new tires and wheels, I would venture to guess that these are a 5-inch wide wheel. They are Carlisle, and the sidewall has been bashed into a curb so many times that it's just about worn off the lettering. This is a load range C. It's the same size, a 205/75R15, but it's got a lower PSI rating because it's only a load range C. And it's a 4-ply. But you can kind of get an idea of how nasty these wheels are. Tread is 4-ply, so we got 2-ply polyester, 2-ply of steel. And that, I believe, would be the date code 10 of 2010. And the way that date code works is it's the first 2 digits are the week, so that would be the 10th week of 2010. And here's another place you can see where the sidewall has been scrubbed along the curb so many times that the lettering, the size, and then for trailer service only, is just about completely worn off. And looking at the inside of the tire, inside sidewall, you can see how this lettering and whatnot is very pronounced. And as far as the date code, generally the date code is only going to appear on one side of the tire. I've never seen a date code embedded on both sides of a tire. And there is the size and everything. These are a made in USA wheel, and it is a 15x5. That's the last set of letters and numbers there. And trailer use only 92500, that would be the date of manufacture. And looking at the other tire, it's in just as bad of shape as far as the sidewall goes. Radial Trail is the name. It's just about completely worn off. And made in China. I don't see the date code on this one. It might be on the other side. And it looks like I found the date code. It looks like it's a 3806. The good thing is that when these tires were installed, they were balanced. I've seen a lot of trailer tires that were really badly out of balance with no weights on them. It's just not a common practice for tire shops to balance trailer tires, particularly when you have one tire shop that's kind of a wholesaler that's supplying wheels and tires to a trailer manufacturer or an RV manufacturer. Is just not common at all for them to go to the expense or time and effort to balance trailer tires for trailer manufacturers or RV manufacturers.